Alrighty, our next comic coming to the stage. He's here. He's got a trilby, as always. Ken Williams.
So, recently in the news, the EPA is barring scientist input for their policy. So, do people believe me now that the government is not to be trusted? Can we make this a thing now? No? Okay, I'm sorry. So, way back when I was a sophomore in high school, I had noticed that most of the people around me had developed sexualities and I hadn't. So, as many people in my position had done, I thought I might be gay. So, I really had to think about this. So I sat down long and hard and tried to map out who my perfect man was. And there was only one place I could find this man: at a metal concert. So I go on my regular spree of going to metal concerts, and I find a potential guy. Tall guy. He was wearing a leather jacket with a lot of studs, jeans, combat boots, shaved head. He seemed like a pretty cool guy. And, I mean, even if things didn't work out, I mean, he's the kind of guy I could rob banks with, because I'm into that Bonnie and Clyde shit. So I start talking to the guy, and, we started talking about different types of metal. I mean, he was a black metal guy, and I was death metal and thrash metal. There some big differences there, but when you love somebody, you can get through those. So our conversation had gotten to recent politics, just started, when one of my friends came up to me and went, "Can I talk to you for a minute?" And I gave him a look like, I'm talking to a person. And he just grabbed me by the shoulder and pulled me away, which, side note, never do that. Do not just grab a part of my body without my permission. That's a good way to get punched. So he takes me along and he goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" I shrug. "Making friends?" He goes, "That's the Skinhead. He's in the local Nazi black metal band." Okay. Well, okay, he didn't say that part yet. Before that, I said, before he went there, I said, "Skinhead, that's a rude thing to say to a bald person." Then he tells me he's in the Nazi black metal band. Yes, those are things. But at this realization that the person I was about to hit on was a neo-Nazi, let's just say that there was a bit of despair and doneness there. I just went home and cried. And I feel like that's an accurate metaphor for love. I mean, you find what you'll think is the perfect guy, and it turns out he's a fucking skinhead. Humanity. So Charles Manson is getting married, and the most disappointing thing for me is that his fiance's name isn't Marilyn. What the fuck? So, he's a beautiful person. I had to do that. Sorry for the horrible joke, but I had to do it. All right. So, there's a device that I've been planning on and I intend to make soon. I call it the foxhole. What it is is it is a hole that I dig into wherever I'm living. It's probably only going to work in a house because apartments won't let me do that. But but I dig it about here, so I can kind of fit in it nicely. And the walls are made of kind of a spongy material. And what it does basically is I turn it on and the walls tighten a little bit, giving me a good squeeze. It's like a hug machine, okay? Like it's yes, my foxhole is a personal hug machine, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's also kind of how I want to die, because if I love having pressure on me, and if I just die having the life squeezed out of me, I will die a happy man. And with that, I leave you all.